Hello everyone and welcome into yet another live stream. Hi the Daptaka the Ninja, hi the Duck, hi Kasme, hi, welcome. Hi the Unplugged Lamp, I haven't seen you in a while. Hi. Now we shall begin. Shall begin the thing. The thing that we do. And that is obviously work. I've scripted some more of the video, I've animated some more of the video, and now we're on to the next chapter. Isn't that just lovely? I mean, the focus is cold. I'm in a burnout right now, so make it time. I get it, yeah. If you're in burnout right now, then... let me double check my info. If you're in burnout right now, don't look up the last live stream I did. Why do you stream so late at night? Actually, I'm not streaming late at night. I'm streaming early in the morning. There is a difference. There is a difference. Well, there isn't, I guess. Matter of perspective. Okay, so something's wrong with my monitor screen. There we go. That was better. So, I've been rendering, and this should be rendered if I'm not mistaken. 83, that's correct. And now I want to switch to FFmpeg encoding MPEG 4 high quality. Great. Now let me render this right here. Render animation. I should probably read a few more courses. I'll do it right now. Go on, Ninja. Why not? Make it. What in gluten-free Christ is this? What do you mean? This? Which part? Which this? There's a lot of this is going on. Make it. Would you consider yourself a positive number? No. I would consider myself a 0. There you go. Ring 0, by the way, positive numbers. Because they're not a ring. They are in fact not a ring. Positive numbers are not a ring. So positive numbers work simply enough. So right here what we want is what is a ring? It's like a field. A ring is kind of like a field. That's basically what it is. Yeah, it's basically a field. If you're wondering what a field is basically like a ring. It's kind of what it is. Yeah, it's kind of... I'm worried about your mental health. Oh, why, Balin? Oh, why? A ring is like a circle. Actually, no, it's not. It's not. This is a ring. There we go. Now, positive numbers. What will we need to do for this? That's the question. Positive number works enough. If you have positive number and you add another, it becomes even more positive. Subtract another positive number, it becomes less positive. So what we'd like is actually probably to move the camera from this view, like so, into something a tad more comfortable, like, I don't know, top down. I'm an idiot. Oh my goodness, I am an idiot. Why didn't you tell me? Oh no, I didn't change the floor. I was supposed to change the floor. Why didn't you all tell me? Why didn't you tell me? I'm imagining like geometries. I don't think there's a I don't know. Mathematics. Ah, piss. There we go. First, our piss moment of the stream. We are 6 minutes in, and I've already reached the first piss moment. The floor. I was supposed to change it to a different. Damn it. Okay, it's fine. I can manage. Let's change the floor from this lovely, beautiful looking brick into something a tad more jazzy. You can see nice reflection. 1020, 2056, because why not? 48, sorry. Powers of 2. No, let's not be ridiculous. Okay, so this gives us the floor. Now let's change something a tad more, a bit more pizzazz, you know? A bit more zing. Sky Factory? What do you mean? That's not the textures folder I wanted. I wanted this textures folder. There we go. Those are my textures. What would be... Could be tiles. Ooh, that's a good idea. Right here we have solid circular tiles. That's maybe. We have pool tiles. That's something. We have these tiles. That might be it. We have funky left and right. We have... These are also good. That might be for the last chapter. For now, let's just do... We're doing it a temporary because we could have every single one of them, every single ring have different tiling. So the quaternions could get the dark ones. No, complex numbers could get the dark ones. Quaternions I'll figure out, which means only 2 for now, which means we can just do these, I guess. Let's do the pool tiles. So, fun while it lasted, but delete the whole thing. Start over, make it switch to live chat. Oh, cheers for that. There we go. Hi, Bav. Hi. What about natural... what about dividing and subtracting? Make it natural numbers cannot have a ring. Yes, they cannot have a ring. You are correct. I don't know what you're saying that in reference to, but you are correct. They cannot, in fact, have a ring. Okay. So, plug everything in. We have the textured coordinates. Then this right here. Then reflections are an inverse of what roughness is, which means invert. There we go. Now we have tiles of sorts. The only problem is that they look like garbage. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do noise texture. Mix color. Even though I did just implement that like a couple seconds ago. Darken, because why not? Let's see. That looks pretty good. I'd say that looks pretty jazzy, pretty snappy, pretty. I'm a scatman. I like it. Not bad. I'd give it a solid A+ out of 10. Now the one last thing we can do is color, because it doesn't really have any color, which would be this. But we don't really want it to be blue because that's gross. Instead, hue, saturation value. You can desaturate it. Hmm. Can't really tell which one I like more. Yeah, should be fine. Or actually we can have the roughness. We can have this noise texture instead of following the roughness map, we can have it follow this map right here. Or we can have it follow both if we do it correctly. Which, if only I knew how to do it. No matter what I do, nothing changes. Okay, well that's great. Never mind, turned off. There we go. That's much better. Out of the old, into the new. So everyone, how's your day going? How are you doing on this fine morning, evening? It depends where you're watching this from. Time is relative, nothing is real. Day 804. Yeah, it's day 04. Hi, Stump. It is in fact day 04 already. Time flies by when you're streaming every single day. Sanity, we don't know it. This school holiday for me. Oh, that's good. Good, free time. That's neat. I feel like day 799 was yesterday. I feel like day 150 was yesterday. I still remember day 180 something. I was killing turtles in the forest and talking about how I can't believe that it's already been 180 days. Hold on, let me find that stream. Let me find that stream. Let me find that moment. I remember it. It's burned into my memory ever since. Hold on. Give me a second, right? I need to just scroll through a bit. I need to just a second. I'll be right there with you. Just a bit, just a tad. I'm almost there. Almost found it. Day 181. Looking for the forest. Oh, it might have been 150 actually. Might have been right there. There we go. 152. I think that's the one. And then right here in the middle, there should be a segment in which I'm killing turtle. No, wait, that's the new deforest. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the old deforest. There we go. Because it was Sons of the Forest crossed out. Alright, that makes more sense. This kind of looks like it. Finally got work to do so I can justify actually tuning in. You make good background noise. What do you mean derogatory? I appreciate this compliment. Shut up, pass make it. Yeah, killing innocent. Shut up, pass make it. Didn't ask you. No, that's too late in. That's not correct. It probably was this one. Deforestation. Jeez, I'm hilarious. And we were playing Auction on the Close I think, and talking about the idea nothing is verifiably 100% certain. I do that a lot on these streams, don't I? I do that a lot. Well, where's the turtle killing? Oh, this looks kind of like the turtle killing. Oh yeah, talking about the charity. I can fix that really quickly. Give me a second. Yeah, don't mind the errors. Those were just happening. I then quickly on stream fix the errors because of course I did. First stream, like the stream before the second stream. Yes, that is usually how it's going. Hold on, I am easily distracted, truly. Well, to be fair, this is rendering in the background, can't really speed up. Shut up, must make it. Yeah, requires animal sacrifice, we already knew this. Quite, me making hand puns. I haven't changed much ever since, honestly. I haven't really changed much. Yeah, human sacrifice. I'm gonna find that segment. Eventually. The first few on a different channel. Yeah, because this channel is, the charity checkups are older than this channel. They've been going on for over 2 years. Actually, charity checkups are the age of this channel plus 15 days old. This is just 879 videos here, and that's almost all just live streams. Almost all of them are just streams. All of these. There are so many. There are so many streams. Oh my goodness, what am I doing with my life? Streaming, apparently. I have empirical evidence. Easy question. Actually, I am curious to see what would be the least viewed stream. It's probably gonna be... Okay, the most popular is day 700. Only 10 hours though. Oh yeah, right, because the day 500 didn't save. 1k views, we done it. I'm actually curious to see what is the least popular. It's probably gonna be like one of the grey ones or yellow ones. The old yellow ones, not the new yellow ones. Kebu Space Stream, that was such a good one. My goodness, the planes. It's day 23. I don't trust you, Daptag. I need to check for myself. Fun fact about this stream. This is day 201. I made that stream half an hour after finishing day 200. And the reason why I did it is because I finished day 200, which was like however many hours long. I was really tired, so I went to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. So I just had like a math problem in mind, and that just shot me out of bed because I had to talk about it on stream. So that's the law behind day 201. Oh, we're entering the good zone territory. Day 209, 8 views. Day 20, 8 views. We're entering the goodies. Half-Life stream with 5 views. Oh, Half-Life 1 stream with 5 views. We are gaming. Chess stream. I should have seen it coming. This one's curious. Day 80. Manimations. This one, a Satisfactory stream. Day 268 has 6 views. pay him. It's curious. What's my least popular video, actually? It is obviously gonna be one of the old ones, but I'm curious which one it actually is. Every now and then I should just purge my least popular videos. Don't deserve it. Oh, no, never mind, I can't. That's Tefta video. That's the Tefta video. I can't. It has to, I have to leave it there. What was your longest stream? I can tell you what my longest stream was, because that's an easy answer. My longest stream was... Don't let me find it. There we go, going back and back and back. Still going back, give me a second. Let me find it, let me find it. Still going back. And it should be on the next page. There we go. My longest stream. 20 hours. 20 and a half hours long. I almost did a full playthrough of Outer Wilds. This plus this plus this is a full playthrough of Outer Wilds. These 3 streams. And it lasted for 20 hours. This is day 500. The famous one. And it's actually not, even though it's set as public, it's not on YouTube, simply because YouTube just didn't save that stream. Yeah, so you can see that even if I go to the link, stream recording is not available. Because... And the text isn't even aligned with the middle. Come on. I remember I had to leave because you started playing Outer Wilds. That's a reasonable stump. I get it. I would have... I understand. I understand. That's... Both me, Elliot, and... I think it might have even been Flame. We all said that had to leave. Everyone who wanted to play the game had to leave. That's just the way of Outer Wilds. There's no going about this. Alright, let's have the camera move like this. And then what we need is we need the empty to move from the position where it is to this. There we go. And then what we need is we need a set of all combinations of positive numbers with operations. You get what I mean. So, icosphere. Positive, and with the positive we also want geometry nodes. We're gonna call it positive. You've built quite the memory lane here. I mean, there is quite a memory lane indeed. Oh, are we really going over nostalgia? I'm bad at handling nostalgia, but basically I still remember the really old ones, the really old streams. They don't feel old to me. For example, when I was playing Sons of the Forest with Tefta, I'm pretty certain that was either day 200 or day 300. And that doesn't feel like an old stream at all. That feels recent in my mind. Can you appreciate the fact that for most of my career, actually, for most of my career, there was no one watching me. And that's for most of it. My channel only picked up traction a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. Year and a half, a little bit less than a year and a half, last January. And I've been doing what I'm doing for 4 years now. So at this point, that is kind of vanishing away, and I'm getting more and more used to it with every single day, but back in the day, I used to stream with no one watching. I was talking with myself for hours, and that's it. Hi, Deloitte. Hi, welcome. I don't know how I did back in the day. Genuinely, I'm just 2.5 hours of talking with myself. I must have been so hard in denial. There's no other explanation. Oh my goodness, what would be the distance? Let me think. I actually been tweet for like 6 months now. Only chance that people looking to sell me channel art. Oh yeah, oh, that was also good. Back when I was streaming on Twitch. The only people chatting being bots. Knows. What a time to be alive. X. So the total length divided by 3. Difference in their positions. 1.8 divided by 3. Yep, which basically means 0.6. Quick maths. What are you working on, if I may ask? A video of quaternions. About quaternions, complex numbers, and the whole jazz. The whole jazz of it. One of my candles went out. There we go. Positive numbers. Positive numbers work simply enough. If you have a positive number, you add another positive number and becomes more positive. Okay. So let's set all of these to be I don't want to go too crazy because this will be negative, which means right here we don't want to reach a negative number. But let's do 0.8 for now. Actually, we're doing it just for visualization purposes, so might as well keep it at 1. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Let me make this bigger by 10 times. Then individual, make it smaller by 10 times. And move it so that it's out of view. Yep. There we go. We can make them a bit more chaotic with the distribution to achieve a bit of a nicer result with them coming together. Ah, you don't have the positive geometry node. Right. There we go. Which means 83 to 83, and we need this, we need MPEG 4, we need high quality high quality. Hold on, I need some water. I'll be right back. We're close to day 100, then we are... Oh, you mean 1000? Yeah, we are. We are close to day 1000, then the day you joined. Next video, make it solve as the Riemann hypothesis, but this is not math for nerds. I have a question, and me and my friend have argued over it for 3 days straight. It's clear and intuitive proof for bigger and smaller infinities. What is that question then? Hold on, let's turn this off, and now from 83 to 160. Like this. What happened today, 278 to 376? That's when I was streaming on Twitch. That's when I was streaming on Twitch. And Twitch deletes the streams. Hence why I stopped streaming on Twitch. I guess it is kind of a lost media, isn't it? Jeez. Also, at one point, I was streaming on the other channel, on the green channel, because YouTube just fucking banned me from streaming due to medical misinformation, which is a whole other thing. I probably mentioned it a couple times already. But yeah, I got banned for medical misinformation. And so I had to stream on the other channel, because I just couldn't on this one. And it happened because I was just so petty. That has to be an achievement or something. I did it because I made a video. Okay. There was a meme I saw. Like a conspiracy theory meme about some kind of material, some kind of oil that can treat cancer. And yet, even though it treats cancer, then, WHO, I think, has it classified as a poison or whatever. And I made a video about cancer, basically explaining how removing cancer isn't the difficult part, it's removing cancer without killing off the human. And that video was very ironic. And I started the video by saying, oh yeah, that's true, that treats cancer. You know what also treats cancer? Lead, high temperatures, radiation, poisons, setting yourself on fire cures cancer, and so on and so forth. And then, yeah, YouTube did not like that joke. YouTube did not, in fact, like that joke, or jokes repeatedly. So they gave me a warning for medical misinformation. Then I uploaded the video again, this time with like a disclaimer on the very beginning of the video that this video is a joke. And that time I got hit with an actual more serious warning. So I uploaded the video for the third time with a detailed breakdown of every single joke on the very beginning. And that's when YouTube just took away my access to my channel for 2 weeks. I was talking about quantum mechanics. That will hooked you. Oh, I see. They just hate to see a girl bot winning. You're so right, Queen, you're so right. Honestly, 100 emoji to that. I keep slaying and they be hating me for that. Okay, we need default operations with equal signs. That's be it. I hope someone's working on archiving everything, archiving Twitter. Isn't that what Internet Archive is for? Isn't that what they do? Don't they like archive everything? She her make it just dropped. What do you mean just dropped? I have a model of a female make it on my hold on, let me open it up. What do you mean just dropped? Honestly, ignorant. I feminized make it already. I've already done it. The 3D make it. Haven't done it to myself in real life yet. There we go. We can get rid of this there. There we go. Not too bad of a job, I do have to say. Although I did screw up the rig completely when doing it, so... Well, you win some, you lose some. I am flabbergasted at the fact that you didn't give female make it huge bazungas. Listen, I care more about the personality, alright? That's what I care about. Hi, the Penta Square, hi. Internet Archive pays alone in comparison to sheer scale of just Twitter alone, not to mention YouTube. I think, no. I think Internet Archive could take care of, could actually handle Twitter. YouTube, not really, because, well, YouTube is insane. But Twitter, yeah. Literally just put the waist in. That's not all I did. I changed the hair. I have changed the torso and the waist. But that's mainly because, well, that's... What else am I supposed to do? I've changed the head completely, another thing. I did some stuff though. Misogyny. How would you make a female version of a character that wears a fucking mask? What a magnificent thing to wake up to. You're welcome. Make it just be normal, make it if you're a real trans feminist. I am a transhumanist. I want to transcend the limitations of the mortal flesh and substitute them with the immortal machine that grinds forever. Big bazungas. The bachonga chongas, huh? The awugas, I don't know. That's a maybe. Y'all would like that, wouldn't you? Gross, honestly. You all need to take your minds out of the gutter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You always just share a single brain cell. This is the hive mind speaking. And we're all part of it. We are one. I'm trying to become a bionic. Bionic? Bio is a lot of heavy lifting there. I'm trying to become mechanic. Try delighting the gross materiality of the flesh. Oh, Praise the Omnissiah. What blasphemy is this? Heretic. Purge the heretic right now. How about losing an arm one day so I can get a prosthetic arm that's just superior in every way? That's what I'm saying, right? That's the logical step. Unfortunately, we're quite far away from like an arm that's superior in every way. Unfortunately. Well, we'll get there one day, don't worry. One day we're gonna get it. Not that far. No, we are pretty far. Consider this fact that human body is nanotechnology at the end of the day. It's not great in nanotechnology, but it is nanotechnology. You can use your arm whenever you want. Life advice. That is true, growth mindset. Positive number becomes more positive. Okay, cool. So right here what we need is plus equal minus equal, no, plus equal first, then minus equal, when use a custom material white, then multiplied equal, and then division equal. I should have probably given it a bit more space than that, because that's kind of rough. Oh well. Nicola can technically run 40 miles per hour because she has lost lower half in the car accident. She has entire set of prosthetic legs from local university. What? I'm sorry. Oh, that sentence takes a lot to process. Do we have those kinds of legs? I was not. I mean, what kind of bleeding edge is that? Where you can run 40 miles an hour with prosthetic legs? It's witchcraft. I don't. I know what you're thinking. Well, I'm not thinking yet. I don't think. You fool. There we go. Sounded good. Ish. Let's call it ish. Concrete after rain, you are so machine phobic right now, honestly. Making sure we guess on game theory for sole purpose of explaining chemistry. I can do more than just chemistry. I can also do quantum mechanics, mathematics. I can do these things. It's fucking stupid, dangerous, restless, and environmentally horrible. Yeah, but at the same time, Concrete After Rain, if you look at the tourism of practically anything, then it's stupid, dangerous, racist, and environmentally horrible. So, like, that's just tourism. I know what to tell you. This has to be trans. All of them have to be trans. My animations are going woke. They're going woke. Ball minus ball is equal ball. Great. You don't. There is a logic to it, okay? Don't question me, Immortal. Now right here, let's also do Alp. There we go. Okay, there we go. See, even says in the script, don't question my methods. Positive number, now we have a positive number and add another positive number. Let's do 210, and we're gonna have this, and this will go up to 10. This actually will go up to... you know what, let's do a 3. Let's be manageable. Won't a noticeable difference though, so... The magnitude will be a much more important point in this case than the exact values, but let's also keep it exact. Because why not? It makes my OCD tingle. There we go. It makes them more positive. Why are those equal signs so long? They're not long, they're the default size. That's how long they always are in LaTeX. The default equal signs. I didn't elongate them this time. Optical illusion. Make it, how long do you think you can continue these streams? If we're being honest, I genuinely do not know. I don't know. That's because on one hand, it feels insane to even try to... It feels insane to even go for like 2,000 or 3,000, but at the same time, I don't know how to finish it. It also feels insane to not do it for 2,000 or 3,000 days, you know? How old are you? That's a great question, Balin. What would be your guess? If you were to fathom a guess, if you had to, put your money on something and let it gamble, what would it be? How old do you think I am? 22, 29. I'm getting solid guesses all year round. 29, gotta be. Yeah, of course gotta be 29, because it is a well-known fact. He slipped the other day. Yes, exactly. It is the well-known fact that my age has to be a prime number, which 29 is. Hence why it has to be 29. 24. That's also pretty solid guess. Unfortunately, Balin, I cannot tell you how old I am. That's because it is a long-standing bit of the channel that I do not tell anyone how old I am. I don't ever mention my age. Is that like being born leap day, but your birthdays can only be on prime numbers? Exactly, Kashmir. There we go. Finally, someone gets it. Exactly. I've only ever had prime number years. I respect your privacy. Oh, it's not privacy. No. It's not privacy. I just like to keep people guessing. The guesswork range ranges between like 21 and 32. That's like the guesswork range. Which is a pretty wide range. It's a decade. Hair color reveal at 100,000 subs. We have definitely proved that Make is a woman. You can't ask him his age. That is a great comment. That is a great comment, and you are going into the best comments channel on Discord, because that is a phenomenal comment and I absolutely love it. Make it doesn't actually know how old he is. Yeah, I don't know how old I am. I was really young back then when I was made, you know? I was really young. I don't remember. Voice reveal at 200. Balin, the joke of my hair color is that Timon, who joins in on stream quite a lot, Timon famously doesn't know my hair color, which is especially comical since Timon has seen my videos in which I appear in front of a camera with my hair in frame, which is just very funny. So you could just be a good old witch behind the screen making up videos if you never showed your face. Maybe. You wouldn't know. On the internet, no one knows you're actually 3 raccoons in a trench coat. Isn't Timon a girl? No, he's a guy. You could have that a subtle context clue being Timon, the male name. That's the subtle context clue. Timon sounds like a girl. So what? It's not really how it works. He also sounds like a car that's failing to start, but I wouldn't call him Optimus Prime yet. When distillation is set up from the previous video, you are definitely 3 raccoons in a trench coat. Fine, I'm feeling extra charitable. I'm doing 2 in a row. That's really good. That's really good. There we go. Okay, but that's it. Make it might be a billion years old information god, and we would never know. Well, you do know I'm a god. You do know that. You know that much. So you know. We know some things. It's like Rocco's basilisk. If enough people believe in it, eventually I'll unlock temporal travel and then I'll make it happen. Hence the name. Little piece of trivia. How many frames did I set it to? Oh, why did I set it to 50 frames? Why didn't you all tell me? Free scavengers in the trench coat. That is a good question. If you have 3 raccoons in a trench coat, okay? If you wanna create a number for their age, do you sum it or do you take an average? What do you do? You have 3 raccoons in a trench coat, or maybe you take the mean. What do we? How are we getting the age of the 3 raccoons? He's from average, of course. Average, but would the average make sense? For example, if you have, I can see your argument there. The argument being that 3 6-year-old raccoons don't hold the weight of an 18-year-old raccoon. I always thought it was pronounced. Yeah, you thought wrong. It's actually pronounced Timon, and no one knows this. It's actually a little piece of trivia. Scavenger Rainworld reference? Not the Rainworld. You take the age of the raccoon at the top. I like that. I like that. I like that solution. It's pronounced Jeff. Comes back from the dead. It's actually pronounced Jandulf. Dies again. Okay, instead of doing 50 like an idiot, let's do 30 because that's completely manageable. Technically, I wouldn't have to do this. I could do it in editing later on, but I don't care much for it. Let's set this to be 0.2, this to be 1.8, and this to be a 2. There we go. Why are we all just bullying Timon? He's not even here. If you want to bully someone, at least bully them to their face, not behind their back. Get your mind off the gutter, honestly. You're unbelievable. Diamonds on the bottom of the stack. So what, we just have 3 raccoons. We have the top, bottom, and switch. Who's Timon? Timon is a person. Yeah, that about sums it up, I would say. Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah. I think that explains it pretty well. Person optional. I know a few Switch raccoons. Been dumped by one. Oh, fuck him. I mean, I guess you did if you've been dating. You know what doesn't? I don't want to get in the weeds. Need to stop dating furries. I don't know. Furries feel like a good relationship material, if anything. They seem very positive, spelled with an A and a W. I don't know. I think it's just the furries that like raccoons, because that feels shady. Dog furry is the basic bitch, pun intended. Oh my goodness, there's actually so many puns I can make there. Dog furries are just basic bitches, alright? Cat furries, they wanna seem nice, but they're just all pussies. I think it's bad for my health. Love a scaly. I get it. Those reptiles, man, they're good. They're good. They're good. But scaly is very general. Be specific, Concrete. What do you mean? Like a dragon, lizard? What kind of scaly are we dealing with? Or maybe something more controversial. A frog. Because frog, that's disputed whenever they are scaly or not. So... to see. Mods ban him right now. I don't care that there aren't any mods. Ban him. Kill stamp. Drone strike. As long as you've not chosen the most generic choice. I do have to say though, with the crocodiles, there is some, you're onto something. Although we all need to agree that it doesn't get better than horses. But with crocodiles, I can see the argument. Was the going not very count for that? Unless it's a dragon, which is also basic. Yeah, dragon is also basic. Dragon is the dragon in the scaly community is what the dog is in the furry community. I agree. Wait, I remember that the birds, they had an idiotic name because they were like featheries. I don't want to look up bird furries. You know what? I'm gonna do it on the other monitor. Bird furries. Avians. Oh yeah, it was the avians, which is like, what the heck? Like, it's fairies and scalies, not mammalians and reptilians. Avians is a terrible name. Feddies would be better, or featheries. Anything, honestly. Beakies. Warhammer 40k coded. Personally, I'm from New Orleans, so I prefer an alligator to a crocodile. I don't really get much of a difference between them. I mean, I know that, you know, one of them sees you later, the other one in a while, but other than that, I don't really know much. Bird feathers are scales. Stamp, get out of here with your liberal propaganda. Oh, actually, at one point they were the same thing, which means they're still the same. Evolution, okay? Get it with the times. Darwin's gonna own your ass. No, actually, skin is scales. Come on, be serious. Unbelievable. Okay, we're quite good at it. Horse with a hamster, hear me out. What do you... No, I will not, in fact. In fact, it's time you take away your speaking right. Because... You know, no, the more I think about it, okay, I'm willing to hear you out. Let's compromise. What's going on? Oh, we're just discussing zoo animals. We're just really passionate about, like, animals. Zoology. You know. Study of evolution. I remember a while back ago on stream, I was thinking about bears and otters, and I was like, wait, bears and otters, those are called after animals. Does that mean that maybe twinks are also called after animals? And then on stream, I looked up twink. Spoiler, they're not, actually. Twinks are not, in fact, called that after animals. Who would have known? You learn something new every day. Yeah, that was... Are you sure? Well, I'm not fine. I'm gonna look it up. Should check again. It sounds like an animal. No, when you look up twink, you get the British musician. And then don't look at the images. Twink animal. Oh, never mind. Don't look up. Hey, okay. Listen, hear me out. Don't. Okay, in retrospect, when I didn't get any results with twink, looking up twink animal wasn't smart. It wasn't. Wow. Internet is a wild place. Make it, what's your persona? You must choose immediately or I will Skype your precise coordinates to Canadian Special Forces. Not again! Third time in a row. I am non-sexually attracted to trains from Satisfactory. Etymology of twink is from Twinkie, stuffed with creamy. No, you know what? That is wholesome in a way, and that is the only way I will take that information in, which I imagine twinks will be taking. You know what? We're getting distracted. The point is 260. That should be the last one. I'm glad that we managed to make him look at porn on stream again. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last. That's the sorrow reality of these streams. Who's attracted to trains? I am, but it's non-sexual. Don't worry, it's not a sexual thing. Like, have you all seen the trains from Satisfactory? They're ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at them. Goodness gracious me. The pictures don't even do it justice, but I mean, it's quite something. They're incredible. Can we get a picture of one going? No, we're just getting pictures random. That's cool. Make it, you have to choose one, trans or trains. I got cuts when I searched twink. I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna look it up again, but I don't believe you. How could you get cuts? Those are not cats. Those are not... There are no cats. I'm looking at the results right now. No, there are no cats. I have... No. Fool me once. Shame on me. Fool me 3 times in a row. and I'll be very upset, okay? Alright. Those were not in fact cats. I know a lot of people who are sexually attracted to trains. It's not that weird. Yeah, but I know it's not weird. I'm just saying it's happening in my case. I'm romantically attracted to trains. Are you enjoying your life, Make It? I'm surviving it. Baby steps. I'm gonna get your page. I'm just like a small. Where's the prospect of train going to tunnels and whatnot? We have gone way off track, pun intended. And you know what? Do you have any comments about looking with? It's romantic attraction, okay? Y'all are gross. Y'all honestly, y'all need some Jesus in y'all's life, okay? Unbelievable. Kids these days. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Back in my day. Okay. Back in my day. If you wanted to be weird about trains, you would just build models of them. Not fuck them. But hey, I need to respect the new culture of the internet. Who am I to judge by a saddle passerby? You never get a sexual act with any piece of technology. That's why today's Twinkle Light Cup. Make it. My parents are about to see the stream. What bad idea. Bad idea. Wouldn't show them. I wouldn't show them. It's just I'm just doing balls. But I mean, spheres render. I'm rendering spheres, balls. We're talking about trains. You know, getting railed and shafts and stuff. Trains. Just no more train stuff. Look up Saint Sebastian. I am going to, but I'm fully expecting it to be a trap. Let me see. Saint Sebastian. I promise it's fine. I did look it up. Okay, what exactly are we looking for here? Got stuck to a tree. They say they trust you. Big mistake. Don't ever trust anyone on the internet. I think this is a burnout thing. Oh, what's happening, Lamp? What's happening? Do tell more. I am just looking for a change of conversation, alright? The way the conversation is going is not good for Lohid. We actually... I just had my ceiling for an hour. Oh, I have a solution for this. Instead of doing nothing passively, do nothing actively. Which means that if you're feeling like really emotionally tired, let's call it, and if you're gonna be staring at the ceiling for an hour, instead of trying to get out of bed and failing for an hour, just tell to yourself, okay, I'm just gonna stare at the ceiling for an hour, and that's the thing I'm gonna do. And then stare at the ceiling for an hour, and then your body will register that as rest, and then eventually you'll get up, and then you'll do the thing. That's how I get through the day, at the very least. His patron saint of queer men. Amen to that. How'd you get burned out if you are unplugged? I'm trying to get into bed. Well, that's the easy one. Just go to bed. That's easy. Have you tried getting men into bed with you? Because it works for me. Yes, you heard me right, plural. I am ambitious. I'm a girl. Hey, I know what you're into, then go for women. Have you tried women? Maybe that's the issue. Yes, you have. Have you tried trains? Wait, okay, so hold on. Let me get this. Let me not get this straight, but let me get this at least by, okay? You're trying to go to bed. What is the issue here? Allow me to attempt to be a problem solver in this case, and let's troubleshoot this. What is the make it? Are you gay? That's another question for the philosophers to argue about. We have debates going. You know what? We can make a quick poll just to figure this out real quick. Start the poll. What am I? Select nothing but order. Let's do A. So there are only 4 options, so we need to go for options. I don't want to see what vibe do I give the most. Straight is winning. Wow. No, never mind. There we go. Gay. Oh, so what? In this society, you can't even have sex with men without being called gay. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, honestly. I'm trying to sleep. I'm not sleeping. Trying to sleep, not sleeping. When do you drink coffee, perchance? You seem like the kind of person who would drink an unreasonable amount of coffee. No! Oh, damn, you're going the flame route. Okay. Well, pardon me for assuming. I did egg on my face. Okay, then. I drink a lot in the morning. Oh, right. For a second, I got the crisis of fate. I thought... A crisis of faith, I thought I was completely misreading. Not after 10. So that's not the problem. Hey, I don't know, watch the stream. That usually tires people out. My way of speaking is usually puts people to sleep. I have that talent. I hope you are straight. You hope I'm straight? That's it. That could be either a compliment or an insult, and I would like to know which it is. Like, the thing is, if another man tells me that he hopes I'm gay, like, that would be a compliment. But if a woman tells me that, that's a pretty rough insult. So... Which is better at keeping you up, alcohol or coffee? Coffee, if you drink too much alcohol, you'll go to sleep again. I tried that, I know. Gay one, damn. Gay one. Unbelievable. Are you doing binary edition? No. No, I'm doing a video about the rings and fields. Multiply next there is, and for next there is, we'd like the camera to move to the next scene, which means ideally we'd like 400, and let's move the camera to 460. Make it definitely binary. I'm doing non-binary edition because I did in my math. Make it, how do I date men who don't turn out to be women? It's becoming an issue. Men who don't turn out to be women? We've all been there. I don't know, date women as well. Broaden your horizons. You clearly haven't heard my femboy theory, and it shows. I keep transing their gender and then dating the one just when I did detransitioned. Fucking hell, that's rough. That's wow. Wow. How many times has this happened? Because honestly, go pan. That's what I always say. My femboy thesis. That's what I... Wait, what is the femboy theorem? Penta, have you not heard? You haven't heard about my femboy theorem? Oh my goodness, are we about to explain the femboy theorem again? I think we're about to explain the femboy theorem again. Hold on everyone, I need to set up the render first for this. Because we'll need to have space. We'll need space for this. Last time it took 3 days. Holy shit. Okay, Concrete, I have a question for you. Okay? Because once again, this is clearly odd, so let's walk through this, let's see what's happening. Have you ever insulted a wizard? Many people gloss over this, like, you know, I don't know, you were in 7-Eleven, there was like a weird guy with a beard standing outside, you know, a big stick, probably with some kind of crystal at the end, in kind of like different robes, and you might have insulted them. Is that... The universe wants me to be gay. Explain the femboy theorem again. Oh, don't worry. I'm about to. I just need to set up this right here. Till I'm working on my self-esteem. I've named one of my sims after me. I take care of him, and that's a fact. I bought him I don't know if there are any fans of... Actually, golden star to anyone who gets that reference. Hold on, this. Let's rotate it a bunch, and let's make it smaller. There we go. Now we can make the trans folder, the woke folder. For the trans images, there we go. Render animation. Wait, did I save it in the right folder? Yeah, I did. There we go. The woke animation. And now... So the femboy theorem, okay? Here's the basic jizz, here's the basic jazz, here's the basic thing. So imagine, for me, if you will, that you are a person. I'm assuming here, but hear me out. You're a person, okay? And there is another person, and you like them. You like that other person. Now, here's the question. Are you straight? Are you gay? Are you ace? Are you pan? What are you? What are you in this case? Well, in this case, we're assuming a single attraction to simplify, all right? We're simplifying. Assuming a single attraction. Just one type. Well, in this case, we can say with confidence you're not ace. That's one confident thing we're making. But now on to the other ones. What about the straight? What about the gay? What about the bi? What about the pan? And so on and so forth. What about them? Well, let's assume you have the gender of, I don't know, a man. And that other person has gender of a man, again. Well, in that case, we can imagine a function of sigma, right? That's your attraction towards that person. And now this would be, P would be obviously a number in some kind of n-dimensional real field, obviously, because, you know, let's do real, why not? We don't need to go with the, what about the ace aromatics? Well, in this case, ace aromatics would be kind of an oxymoron, because what you have to realize is that I am assuming a single type of attraction, unplug lamp. For the sake of simplicity, the model with multiple types of attraction is a bit more complicated, so we need to start with basic first. One type of attraction, which unfortunately means that ace inherently means no attraction with a single kind. That's the simplified model. We'll get to the full description soon. But the point is, you have the sigma of P being the attributes describing that person, and this tells you your attraction towards a person. And now the point is, if this is greater than some kind of threshold, okay, theta, all right, then you are in fact attracted to that person, okay? So now imagine in this n-dimensional space that for now I'm gonna draw it with two dimensions, just simply. Imagine that we have a kind of point describing a female, a point describing a male, correct? We have that. Let's say that we have that. But there is a problem, because in reality it's not really a point. It's not like there's only one person that's a male, one person that's a female. In reality it would be more of a region. Right? Some kind of region describing them. You see, this region basically would show, so this region would be basically where the, let's call it F for female, M for male, where the M function and F function of properties would overcome a certain threshold. Let's call it theta of genderness. A theta of genderness, where it's too gendered. There is too much gender for a point. So this would show. So these regions show you where stuff is. And then, and here's a rule, here, all right, hear me out, here's where we reach the key, because what about femboys? You see, so imagine that you are attracted towards that person, and you think of them as a, I say femboy because it's a bit easier than a tomboy, but a femboy, and you are attracted to this person you consider to be a female, right? Your function is greater than a theta, but tomfoolery, you fool, they've actually turned out to be a man. Oh no. What then? Are you all of a sudden gay? Well, what the femboy thesis states is that actually, your personal field of attraction looks like this. And it is actually highly unlikely for that field to be perfectly overlapping with any of the other, let's call it regions actually, field is a bit misleading, the real number line is the field. But the point is, it's actually very unlikely for the set of all the male points for it to be a perfect combination with the attraction. I don't remember which one is the sum, which one is the difference, but you get what I mean. It's actually highly unlikely for both of them. Hi, Timon, I'm explaining the femboid thesis again. It's actually highly unlikely for them to be the same set, effectively. Which basically says that you can't just be straight, okay, because there's another thing. This region of space, right, for these thetas, first we need to ask the question of what does define a man, what defines a woman? First we need to ask that question. Now, to that you may say, well, that's simple, the societal consensus. So then you would have the theta of the societal consensus of gender. SCG, that's the less known knockoff of the SCP Foundation. You could say that. You could say that, but there is a problem, because the societal consensus, how do you determine that consensus? You take the opinion of every single person, and what do? Do you take the average? Do you take the mean? What kind of average? Which basically leads to many different consensus about what makes some kind of gender, which is a pickle. Which is a big pickle. A really big pickle. Why is that a big pickle? Well, it's because all of a sudden you don't just have a simple red region and a simple blue region, you actually have many red regions in a bunch of different places, and you have many blue regions in a bunch of different places. And that's not even counting the other ones, right? The other colors. And so that's the trick, that's the problem. In this case, these are arbitrary, and they could be placed anywhere in any ways, and that is the femboid theorem. What basically the conclusion of femboid theorem is that drawing these individual lines is pointless, and instead there is only one useful distinction to be made. If A is equal to an empty set, then you are ace in relation to a certain attraction. If A is not equal to an empty set, then you are pan in relation to a certain attraction. Get owned, liberals. Get owned. There we go. That was thank you for coming to my TED talk. That was it. What is even going on at this point? Y'all asked for the femboid thesis. I just delivered. Make it, you have gained the official anti-glam transgender seal of approval. I have my community is so like transcoded. And I don't know why. I'm not complaining, I'm just baffled. What is it about me that makes me like so trans? I don't understand. I wanna know. There are two genders. You like people or you don't like people. Exactly, Stamp. What do you mean with the J? That's literally what I just said. This is the Stamp. You just rewarded this. There are only two possibilities. It's either an empty set or if it's not an empty set. We're here to trans your gender. No! Don't trans my gender! Such a good theorem. Penta, this was actually the short version. There was one live stream where I went on for 2 hours about the femboid thesis. And then at the end I just had a whole paint. You accept your prize, may I accept it? I always accept it. J was for safety because I'm a coward. Stand up for what you believe. You are the embodiment of gay. But I just don't understand. I make videos about like... Here's the thing. I make videos about science, and I've seen different communities, different scientific communities, and mine is just so, like, so trans. You give off that vibe. Someone's woman, I stop being attracted to them. But that's the point of the femboid thesis, Concrete After Rain. That is the point. You see, once you realize that someone's a woman, but that requires a certain societal consensus gender theta to exist. And that societal consensus, we don't have a single objectively right mechanism for deriving it. Which means that when you realize that someone's a woman, you're actually tying your opinion to the societal consensus, which could change based on the culture. From the second I saw you in the video, I was like, this dude is into men. By the way, gay is losing more and more with every passing second. It's still winning, obviously, but 40%. Doesn't require them telling me they're a woman, which is what happens when they date me. I do have to say, Concrete, though, 4 is wild. For that to happen to you 4 times is insane. It's insane. 4 times. Please accept your prize. I need more things on my goddamn website. I accept the prize. I accept the seal of approval. I do. I accept. Big gender just wants to sell more bathrooms. That is true though, yeah. That's what happens. The bathroom lobby in the government is actually you wouldn't believe. Y'all don't know, just the bathroom lobby, it's mad. Mad with power. Can you give me a poll on binary addition, subtraction, multiplication, division? What do you mean by that? How can I make a poll on this? I'll take. People make big deal about segregated bathroom in the US, and then the fuck bathroom are still segregated. And that's kind of weird. In France, obviously the gayest country, they have much less gendered bathrooms. Is that a reference to the Gay or European song? Or specifically the lyrics, depending on the time of day, the French go either way, which are one of the hardest going lyrics in the history of media. Okay, now what we need is the next one, which will basically mean going up to 480. From 300 to 480. And right here, this will have to be FFmpeg. With the MPEG 4 high quality. And then we can piss this off away. We don't need it. And we can piss this off away. What has this place become? It was a better world 3 months ago. World hasn't changed, it just advanced. Weird people vote for pan, just don't vote. I voted for buy because pan is blinking at the buy umbrella because buy is more. Yeah, I can't buy and pan is the same in this poll because I couldn't fit any more options. Alright, now we're gonna have ring 1, which is real. Why is this a different color? Shy little frog singing along to this fun tune. There we go. Ring 1 real numbers. Now what we need is we need also change the floor. Make it your price. Add something to my website. Anything. Anything? Anything at all? Okay. You your loss. You said anything. No takes backsies. No takes backsies. Anything. You did say anything. Hold on. Nick's Pan has a very specific thing he likes. Yeah, and that thing is trains. Oh, let me think which one. There are a lot of good ones to pick from. I'ma head out. Alright, bye stump, bye. Do you want the website link or not? I do. I do. Oh, are you sending the link in chat, Lump? Because YouTube deletes links. I guess, I suppose that's an important thing to note. YouTube deletes links. So if you've been sending the link in chat, then I haven't seen it. YouTube just deletes that. All right, I would like. It's my name.neo sites. All right, hold on. Let me look it up then. Unplugged lump. Okay. Hold on, my Firefox is not cooperating. Unplugged lump.neo. Oh, .neosties.org. Okay. Unplugged transgender extravaganza. You said anything, Lump, so I'm gonna take you up on it. I would like this. Hold on, not this. This added to the website. That is my thing of any that I want added. It is the this is actually what I look like in real life. This is just an image of me. I was just sitting in front of my computer waiting for an animation to render, and I just kind of snapped a bit of a selfie. Yeah. So I would like this. Where should I send it somewhere, or do you want to screenshot it on stream, or what would we? I was going to keep on. Okay, good. That's very good because yeah, that's important. This is an important image. Make it that's funny. If you think that's funny, wait till you hear about the quote. Fun fact about this is actually just my background. Alright. There we go, let's hide it for now. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right, real numbers. I was making stuff, I forgot video. There we go. Ring 1, real numbers. Right, that's the ring. Check my site's 404. Or just slash 404. Piss off. Weren't you skinny last time I saw you? Optical illusion, exactly. I just wear black. That's why. Black makes you slim. It's all just always optical illusion. Alright, now what I'm supposed to do is change the floor. And we want to change the floor onto 2 weathered tiles. That should be fine. That should be fine. And then color, just this. There we go. Looks pretty good. Not too shabby. All the shab has been removed. No more shab left. Not shabby at all. Mickey, what percentage of your live stream viewers are Indian? 20% if I'm not mistaken. Or it might have been 11, something between 10 and 20. It's there. There we go. It's there. There we go. We need to spread this image among the internet. You know, we need to spread it like a cancer or a virus or a disease. Just to make it a friend. It's starting to feel awkward, but I don't want to change it. Why is it feeling awkward, Timon? Why do you think it's awkward? Honestly, I'm offended. I'm offended you'd even say that. Unbelievable. Reload it. I small. No, not small. No. No, my image. My image. Fuck you, make it .png. Well, that's... Unbelievable. I'm heartbroken. Heartbroken. We need to spread that image. We need to. I know how many of you have websites, but if you can add that image there, that would be comical. Deep depression, yeah. Like a stockbroker that lost all his money, that put all his money into one stock that went bankrupt. Like a joker that tried to make one joke funny and that one joke sacked, you know. I put all my eggs into one basket thanks to this style of attachment. Was attached to have been avoidant, more detached and despondent. Golden star to anyone who gets that reference. When you're in Java, I could make it a 100 chance of being my 404 page. I can help you out with that, I think. Isn't that just a random number and just pick an image? Only make it think I'm spreading our cheeks. As if your cheeks would be spread. You wouldn't be the spreader. You would be the spreadee. I will still need to wait for this to render. I am rendering the correct thing, aren't I? I really hope so, because if I'm rendering it as images, I would be... I'm not. Okay, good. I don't have to be mildly annoyed. I would have been so mildly annoyed if I wasn't rendering it as a video. Did you salt yet? What do you mean? What do you mean salt yet? Did I buy salt? Because I didn't. I don't have salt. Around 6 hours ago. I know there's another. What is this? It's the next day. It's 7 in the morning. It's the next day. Yeah. I haven't slept. I can't sleep. I can't. Can't sleep. I have a train to catch in 7 hours. Which is great. My bad, I thought you stream at a consistent time. I don't stream at a consistent time. I don't. Every single day, I start my day by rolling a D24 to check at what time I should stream. That's my daily routine. There we go, though. The real numbers. They're there. Okay, then, everyone. I think, speaking of, I think that might be it for today's live stream. Give me the content, actual science content. I'm making it, Lloyd. I am making it in the background this entire time. All of this. This is the genuine science content I'm working on. But it takes time, as you can clearly see. I was about to say goodbye. Well, yeah, I mean, and so there we go. I suppose for now will be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.